you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan State's offense will get first crack at it here. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Spartans will hustle to the line.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named TJ.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Carr. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Flips it out on the screen. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. Out of the gun, the give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They'll try the run. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines. He stands on the result of the play. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give on the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Spartans want to move quickly. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the counter. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He'll keep it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cuber. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Illinois picked up the first down, now here they come again. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Quarterback on the keeper. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It's third down and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll do it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Illinois right back to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They get to the line quickly.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Illinois. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds after 27 as this offense tries to get something going. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Back to throw, it's Carr. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Spartans racing to the line in a hurry up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grab behind the line. It's Barker. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. Leaves it with the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Not much cooking on that drive, and now they'll hope to flip the field with this punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Collier. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Spartans in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Off play action. Rifles it down the middle. Wide open downfield. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cuber. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Illinois lining up quickly. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his man. It's Yates. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. But I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Caught over the middle. It's Barker. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll run play action. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the grab. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Yates. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in. It's Cuber. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. To the air on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at center.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Illinois right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Back to throw, it's Carr. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Collier. The Spartans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Collier. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. A lot of urgency for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Barker. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got the back over the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the Bayou for some time. They're up by 21 over Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Illinois lining up quickly. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo here for the offense. Off the play fake. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Just keep slinging it. Right on the money. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Barrels ahead. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Trying to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on third down, shadowing their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice run, rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans will punt this one away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Gets it past the marker. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Illegal blocking.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get us
going for it all. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. The offense coughs it up. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
From the gun, the ground game. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
That's a first down for the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. To make magic with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on third. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights. And now they regain the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got his man down the middle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people.
Running back searching for a hole.
One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got it behind the line. It's Barker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Carr. Using the quick game.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Woodside. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Couldn't get any closer on first down. Now second and goal from the 9. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. From the gun. Going for 6. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.